Another Safe Haven baby box is coming to a Kentucky town. Danville is the latest fire department to get the box. It allows mothers to anonymously leave babies without fear of prosecution.
WKYT's Phil Pendleton has more on what that box means for the area.
The fire station here on the 150-127 bypass in Danville will soon have a Safe Haven baby box, allowing for a safe and secure place to place an infant that's about 30 days old or younger. Simply by placing the child in the box, it sends a signal to dispatch, and within 3 to 4 minutes, someone will come to retrieve the baby. The box was paid for through a $16,000 donation from a person within the community. Danville is the latest community to receive one of these. They're also in Bowling Green and Corbin, but Danville is apparently the first Central Kentucky community to receive one. The box is being installed at the fire station on the bypass, so it's close to outlying communities. It allows for the safe and secure placement of the baby.
When the door is open and the silent alarm activates, when they set the child in the bassinet, the silent alarm activates, and it sends alerts to us, to the dispatch. And once they shut the door actually locks, so they can't open it anymore.
The child will be taken straight to the hospital and then turned over to Child Protective Services. Chances are the child will be placed within the local foster care system. In Boyle County, Phil Pendleton, WKYT.
Nicholasville is currently raising money to have a baby box installed there.